All right. So we're just going to check out BERRIE a little bit here. If you haven't had a chance to go and take a look at the Git book, if you're just getting started, that's always nice. Got plenty of information about how to use BERRIE in here. Nice overview of what the Dex is all about. And of course, if you haven't signed up, you can see how to use BERRIE, get started here, swapping, trading, whatever you want to do. And of course, if you haven't joined the staking yet, that's really, if you want to start earning rewards from the BerrieDex, from all the activity in the swap, in the trading, and wherever BERRIE token is being traded, this is what you want to do. You definitely want to pop in, get some BERRIE, start staking it, start earning your rewards with that. That's always, something that we're promoting because it just shows how people are really standing behind. If we go over here to standing behind the DEX, if we go over here and take a look, there's currently 140 stakers staking over 3.5 million BERRIE. That is incredible. This is significantly more now than when the DEX launched. We are very happy to see people continuing to add to their staking and new stakers joining us. This is the account that I use for making videos for the DEX, so I did a little stake unstake in here for myself. Now, we recently launched the swap. If you haven't had a chance to go over and use that, this is great. I've been using the swap a lot. You can swap cross-chain. I mean, that's amazing. I just picked up some BTC with some BERRIE the other day. We have a little bit of SOL in the account, so we could actually play around with the swap here today. We'll get back to that in just a minute, but just wanted to show you that staking page there if you haven't had a chance to visit it yet. We have a nice little how-to guide. We have both a video of how to do it and just instructions you can go through and start staking yourself very easily. Now, the swap that was just launched, let's go back and chat here. We're going to get rid of this page. We'll go back to swaps here. When you click on the swap, you've got a whole bunch of different options of chains that you can use. Now, of course, this is what you're exchanging from, so no matter what you're doing, you want to make sure that you have the token in your account, like this account right now. I don't have any Bitcoin in there, so I'm not going to be able to swap it. But if I go over, I've got a little bit of SOL in this wallet, so I could do some swaps with the SOL in this wallet. You can do on-chain swap, or like I said, cross-chain for anything here, and you can pick from the list, or you can type in what you're looking for, and it's going to pop up here. So, for example, if we want to look and see, exchange from, because I don't have any BERRIE in there, that would be helpful. We've got the SOL, and then if I want to pick up a little bit of BERRIE, I can do that right here. So it's going to let you swap anything that you're after, 50%, 25% of the SOL that's in your wallet. So you can get, let's have some fun with it. I mean, you can get some really wild stuff too here. If I look up BTC, you've also got your wrapped BTC, so you could get BTC on Ethereum, things like this. Get out there, play around with it, see what you're after. If there's some tokens that you really want that are a little bit more difficult to get, you could use the swap to pick those up using whatever you have in your supported wallet here. Now, I'm using a Phantom wallet, but you can use anything that the DEX supports and anything that the swap supports and get tokens. Now, when you are swapping, it's something to remember, just good to kind of pay attention to, because I've made this mistake before myself, is if you go and swap for a token that your wallet doesn't support, you're going to have to find a way to connect a wallet to that coin, or make sure that you send it to a wallet that does support that coin. So when you are swapping cross-chain, this is just something that you want to pay a little bit more attention to. Plenty of videos out there on how to do it, but just make sure that your wallet is going to support it. Like, for example, if I look at mine, unlock the wallet. Cool. So you can see the tokens that my Phantom wallet are going to support: Solana, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Polygon, Sui. I've never even used Sui myself. Monard, things like that. I believe there's a few others too. If I refresh it or manage the tokens, let's see here. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. So make sure, like I said, that your wallet is going to support those things. This is a wallet. You can see BerrieDex Tube. I put stuff in here just to make videos for the Dex and then take it back out. All right. So let's see. Let's get back to it here. All right. So yeah, we're back on BerrieDex Gitbook right now. I think most people on stream right now, of course, have taken a look at the Gitbook. If you haven't, you should. Make sure that you are checking it out. We are adding stuff on there, regularly, trying to make sure that it's got some good stuff. So if you're going on there and there's things that you're like, oh, hey, I'd really like to know more about this, whether it's a video, whether you want a page about it, certainly let us know. We're always interested in hearing some feedback from the community. You, of course, can go into the Discord and chat with us in there. But there's lots of great info here. If you haven't done some staking yet, if you haven't done some swaps yet, you've got pages for all this stuff. Learning more about Berrie token, about the staking mechanism, things like that. Really nice. This is where you go if you want to really get started. If you haven't already logged into Berrie, we are logged in right now. I was just looking at the swaps here a moment ago if you were on the stream before. So let's head back there. Let's play around with the swap a little bit. This is the home page, of course. Get started trading on Berrie right there. You can connect your wallet, but we're going to head over to swap. So let's get rid of these for a second. And actually, you know what? I'm just going to open a new instance of the swap here. Let's do that. Okay, so we're looking at now. Like I was saying before, if you're just joining us, there's lots of options. No matter what wallet you're connecting, you can use tokens that are in your wallet to swap here. We have tons of options for you. Anything that's supported, you can do your cross-chain swaps with it, which is just awesome. I was picking up BTC the other day with some BERRIE tokens, so that was pretty cool. There's a video on the YouTube about that. You can check it out for yourself. But I just put a little bit of Sol in this wallet so we can play around with it today on the live stream. Why not? Let's have a little fun, Like I said, swaps are super user-friendly. We do have tons of options. I'll show off some of the different features of the swap for you so you can get started swapping if you haven't used it yet yourself. And this is browser-friendly right now. We are working, of course, on perpetuals coming up soon and mobile app for all of the features of BerrieDex, so make sure you watch out for those. Okay, now we're going to select Sol because that's what we've got in this wallet right now. Like I said, select whatever you're using that you want to swap from. And of course, then you pick what you want to swap into. Like I said, you can do cross-chain. Cross-chain swaps typically, depends on the chain. They are going to take a little bit longer normally than just an on-chain swap. So if I'm going from an Ethereum token to an Ethereum token, that's going to be fast. If I'm going from something like, a random Ethereum token into Bitcoin, that might take a little bit longer. But once you do it, it always goes through. I've never had any issues, so stick with it. Just be patient. You'll get your swap, and then you'll see it in the wallet there. So let's get some Berrie tokens. This is BerrieDex after all. Of course, we're going to get some Berrie. Now, you've got, quick, if you've never used the swap before, you can just select how much you want. It's going to pick the best option for you. And of course, you do have a limited amount of time. You can see this, this swap is going to be valid for that amount of time. Now, if you change your mind, you want to do something else, it's going to redo and find the best. It might choose a new route for you, things like that. You can always take a look at the details here if you want to see what it's actually doing and where it's getting it from for you, how it's making this swap. You have a whole bunch of options too if you do like to customize, what you're paying, things like that. If you're new to crypto though, don't worry about all that. Like, we've tried to make it as easy for you, as user-friendly as it can be, and give you the best results. You could see actually when we did it, it's telling you you're set up to get the best return that it can find, and it's looking a lot of different places, So you can see, like, it's checking all of these different exchanges for you, finding you the best option. You can set your slippage, things like that. it's a swap. You're always going to get a little bit of slippage. I always recommend doing the best return. Fastest, that's fine, but you could experience a little bit more slippage that way. So I prefer to get best return. Now you can see we waited too long on that one, so it's going to find a new option for us. But I want to get more anyway, so it's not a big deal. Let's reset this. Let's get 50% of the soul into some berry here, and we'll get a new option in just a minute. Okay, make sure we're still connected here. Cool. Yep. All right. Okay. It's looking for a new option for us, and there we go. We found it. Let's review the swap now. Everything looks good. You can see what we're doing here, how much one soul is worth in terms of berry and how much berry we're getting. Let's start the swap. Here we go. We're going to sign the transaction. I'm not sure if this is going to pop up. Oh, no, it should pop up. Yeah, because we're doing screen capture today. So, yeah, this is going to pop up. This is just showing me I'm going to confirm my transaction by signing it here. You always want to do that when you're using a wallet. Great. And done. So we've got some berry now. All right. Now, we can take that berry and turn it into anything else. You can see the berry right here if we wanted to go and swap into something else. But you can see, that's how easy the swap is. It's really nice, super user-friendly. You're going to be able to use it, getting tokens wherever you want. I know when I did a Bitcoin swap the other day, I had one swap that took just about a minute, and then I had one that took about 5 minutes to go through. So like I said, if you're doing the cross-chain swaps, you just have to be a little bit more patient. These on-chain swaps really, really fast. But the swap is doing all the work for you, so it's really nice. That's how easy it is to use the swap. If you want to turn that berry into something else, let's play with that a little bit. So we have berry right now on the Solana network. So let's go back. We're going to exchange berry. Let's see. And we could just get some let's get a little USDC. Why not here? Let's see. What's the max we can get? Okay. And then this is all being done through our swap. It's going directly into your wallet. I'm just using the Phantom wallet right now, which is a nice browser wallet here in the Brave browser. Okay, so this is what we're getting. It's showing us all the details. This is what it's finding for best return right now. It's showing us, fees, slippage, any of that kind of stuff that we're going to be experiencing. Cool. That looks pretty good. Let's do it. Let's swap into some USDC. Again, always when you're using your wallet, you're going to sign the transaction. Nice little confirmation. Now, if you are using the DEX itself, if you're in the trading interface, cool, and there our swap is successful. It's super easy. I love the swap. It's really nice. If you haven't tried it yet, get out there and use it for sure. If you are in the DEX though, trading on the order book itself, you can set up a trade key so that you can just trade instantly all the time. If you leave it as is, you just connect your wallet, it's going to ask you to sign the transaction just like we were doing there. And of course, when you're trading on the DEX, you are depositing from your wallet directly into the DEX itself. So we could go play around with that a little bit here today too. We got the USDC from our berry here. Let's try it, though, now. Let's have a little bit of fun here with this. We'll do this back into our berry. I don't want to hold USDC. I want to get some berry. So, and yeah, I'm just playing around with this. Obviously, I'm getting a little bit of slippage there, so it's, I'm experiencing that. But I'm paying fees to berry when I'm swapping, right? And those fees, if you haven't looked at our Gitbook, this is a big part of berry, right? All those fees are being converted back into berry for everyone who's staking berry. So if you're just joining, we were talking about the staking a little bit earlier, get in there, stake some berry, start earning these rewards from all this activity that you're doing, that we're doing, anybody interacting with berry is doing. You're going to see berry rewards coming in all the time. They regularly come at least once a month. you're seeing Berrie being sent to your staking wallet. So get in there and get some Berrie to stake yourself. Oh, we got to do this before we run out of time. I was almost at the end. Yes, start the swap there. Okay, so, oh yes, confirm, just like I was talking about. Great. And so you get going, and then you're like, I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. All right, we're going to go look at the DEX itself. Okay, so there we go. We got the Berrie back. Let's go see. We've got our Berrie token. We've got our Soul token there. Cool. Yep. Okay. And then let's go away from the swap for a second because we were talking about the staking. And for those that were just joining, I want to go back to that page for a minute. So you can see currently there's 140 people staking 3.6 million Berrie. That's awesome. That is a great increase from where the DEX launched. So we actually have more staked today than when the exchange launched. You can stake any amount of Berrie, and you can see here, I have that Berrie in my wallet that I got from the swap. It's right here. It says available. We've got the Berrie. We could enter that, and then we could start staking it. You know, pretty awesome. Any amount of Berrie staking, it's going to tell you, I did a video of staking here the other day, so it's going to tell you how much Berrie you have staked and how much percent of the pool. Now remember though, if you do stake your Berrie, leave it staked until your rewards mature. All the info on the tokenomics are in the Gitbook. You can go check it out. But if you unstake your Berrie before that, you're not actually getting the rewards. So get the amount that you don't need right away, that you can just leave in the wallet and have staked for a while. That's what I'm doing. That's what everybody's doing. And then you can start earning those rewards for all that activity. So join this pool of stakers. There's room for plenty more. This represents a significant amount of the supply that is staked, so it's really incredible to see that number. Yeah, just really mind-blowing. If you're looking at the DEX, world in crypto right now, you're checking out, there's, plenty of options out there, but go and look at the tokenomics. Go and look at the backbone of some of these things. See what's really going on, and you'll see that there's a lot of companies out there. There's a lot of exchanges that say that they are decentralized when it's not necessarily the reality of it. Berrie is made by people who have been in the crypto space for a very long time, since almost the beginning even. Some of these people that I have known since 2016, 2016, I think, was the oldest friendship here in the space. And these are people that have seen it all. We've experienced the ups and downs of different exchanges, centralized, otherwise. They come and go. And we built Berrie because we wanted something that actually was truly decentralized, that was something you can interact with from anywhere in the world, and that was user-friendly, because I've been around for some of these, decentralized exchanges that are just abysmal to try and interact with, to try and use. So this is definitely one, a lot easier, as you can see, whether you're interacting with the swaps or the exchange itself. Really, really nice and easy to use. So get in there, join us, start staking. All right, let's pop over to the DEX here, and we'll just take a look at what I'm talking about so you can see. All right, so we are connected. We can deposit a little bit of this. Let's see. Let's deposit. Let's deposit the Solana here. Native Sol. We can deposit, let's see. We got 0.09 in there right now, so let's just put in, let's put in 0.05. All right, so just about half of that. That's going to await, again, wallet signature. So this is what I was talking about earlier. If you are going in and, you're not using a trading key, you're always going to be signing wallet signature. Right now we're just depositing, so of course we're going to sign signature, confirm that that's what we want to do. Cool. Balance will update. Great. Let's go to trading. All right. So when you are interacting with the DEX itself, instead of using the swap, you want to deposit to the DEX from your wallet. So that's what we just did here. We're going to take a look at this. We've got some SOL in here. Let's actually, yeah, perfect. Okay, we've got a little bit there. Great, it's in there. You can see up here, we've got our SOL. Now, if you are just joining us, I see we've got some more people. Nice to have you in. Come on over, hang out. If you missed some of what we were talking about, we were just using the swap before, so we were swapping some tokens, having some fun with that. We're now back to the exchange. I was just depositing a little bit into the exchange so that we can go in. I'm just showing you Berrie. That's what we're doing. We're having a little bit of fun. Hang out and chat. If you have some questions, there's some people in there that can help answer them for sure. We've got some of the founders in there right now. You know, I'm the monkey here, so only expect so much from me. I'm trying to show off the things that I like about the DEX as well. So we got our SOL in there. We just deposited it. Let's just do... You know, you've got your limit, your market. So if you haven't used a centralized exchange before, they use order books. Well, we've given you a decentralized exchange with an order book. That's what we're doing here. So you have precise limit orders, precise market orders. You can see the market right here. We just want, let's see. We're going to sell some SOL and buy some BERRIE. We just did the swap from SOL to BERRIE in the swap itself. Super easy. With this, I just want you to see how it works. All right, so we're going to go in. Let's have a little bit of fun here. We just put a little bit of SOL in, so let's get that. We're going to get a little bit here. Market sell our SOL. I'm not using a trading key, so I will be confirming my transactions like I was telling you before. Cool. There we go. And it's locked in, and boom. We've got our USDC there. So the trading key, if you do want to set it up, is right here. So you can check that out and set one up for yourself. Just makes it easier because you don't have to then sign the transactions every time. I like signing the transactions. I like making sure that I'm doing what I actually want to do, you know. So there's that. That helps. All right. So we just bought a little bit of USDC over here. Let's go and get some BERRIE with it. Ooh. Yes. Okay. I'm just using market right now because there's some very good prices here. We don't want to sell. We want to buy. Maximum. Let's get our BERRIE. Sign the transaction. And there you go. We're using the exchange. So now that BERRIE is in the exchange. Okay. You saw, if you are just joining us, you may not have seen, but we deposited to the exchange from our wallet. So if we want to get that BERRIE now off the exchange, we want to actually go and withdraw the BERRIE here, okay? So let's withdraw maximum. And then let's go get our Solana address that we want to send it to. All right. So we want to receive right here. Cool. If you want to send me some BERRIE, there you go. Feel free. All right. There we go. We'll pop that in there. You can see the withdrawal fee right there. Cool. We're going to withdraw. And like I said, if you are just joining us, all the fees that you are generating when you're using BERRIE, whether you're using the swap, whether you're using the DEX, any of that kind of stuff, this is all coming back to you if you are staking BERRIE. So start staking some BERRIE. You know, all fees generated by the exchange, 100% of fees are returned to stakers. This is really cool. I love it. I've been staking BERRIE since launch myself, so I'm earning rewards, and it's fantastic. That's why I'm using the swap and playing around with it, showing you guys too, because I'm earning rewards for it. It's nice. All right, so as you can see, using the DEX, you have to know how to use an order book. It's not that difficult. Deposit in, you can trade back and forth, you can use precise market, limit orders, things like that. We're going to go back to the swap itself now, though, so you can see what's going on here. All right, let's see. It might take us a minute to get that BERRIE back out of the exchange. Oh, actually, no, it's already in the wallet. Look at that. Sweet, super fast. Okay, so now let's go and... Oh yeah, so I can see we've got a bunch of new people. Hop in chat if you have questions, if you want to hang. We've got some of the founders in there. I can do my best to answer questions while we're doing all this stuff, but we're just having a little fun. We're playing around with some Berrie token, with some Soul token, using the swap, using the exchange. Now, since there are a bunch of you here know, I got to go back, check out the Git book. If you haven't used Berrie yet, if you want to get started, this has all the information right here. Here's the overview. You've got everything you need to get started, log in, deposit, trade, the swap that we're using. We've got video tutorials for a lot of this. We are making more. And if you have questions, get in Discord, get on these streams, let us know what your questions are. Happy to help. Berrie is here for you, is here to be a user-friendly, truly decentralized exchange that is returning 100% of fees to the users. So, pretty awesome. It is built by people who have been around in this space for a long time, and they have seen the problems with other exchanges. They built this exchange to solve those issues because we trade, we swap. We want to be able to use something that's actually decentralized and really easy to use. So that's what we're doing here. Now, keep in mind, we do have perpetuals coming up. So if you're looking for that, yes, you will have the ability to trade perpetuals soon. We, of course, have the swap. We have the order book feature on the DEX already for you. So get in there. We have the mobile app coming soon as well. All right, so let's go back to this. Like I said, if you want, you can see how to do things too. We have, like this one here is visit the webpage. You can start doing it. This is a nice little walkthrough. If you're doing some trading, we do have the how to trade video on there. And this is some of what, I've been going over as well, just looking at some of that. All right. So I'm going to go back to the staking page here just to show you guys that for those of you that just joined. So if you can see the Berrie in our account right here. We've got the Berrie available that we swapped for earlier and purchased on the exchange. We have 140 stakers right now staking 3.6 million Berrie. That is incredible. If you look around at some of the exchanges out there, how many coins they really have in circulation versus how much of the supply is actually locked, it doesn't always look very good. I encourage you to look at our tokenomics, look at BerrieDex, look at the back end, see what we're doing, see what we're all about, because this exchange is built for everybody that's been in crypto that wants a better exchange, that wants something that is going to actually give you, the benefits of a centralized exchange with something that is actually decentralized. That's what we're all about, So thank you so much for joining. If you haven't started staking Berrie, if you're not one of these 140 people yet, get in there, stake some Berrie, have some fun, get on the exchange, try it out. When you start staking, you're earning rewards from every single trade, every single swap. Every time Berrie is moving somewhere and there is a Berrie fee generated, you are earning rewards. 100% of those fees are returned to the stakers. So get out there, join us. Be one of the stakers that is earning these rewards. It's been a lot of fun to do this with you guys today. Thanks for joining, and subscribe if you haven't already. Take a look at upcoming streams, because we're going to be doing more stuff. This Saturday, we're actually going to have some of the founders in here with me. We're going to be chatting, having some fun. It's going to be a good time, finding out a little bit more about them, where they came from, why they're in the space, why they built this exchange, things like that. So it's going to be really exciting. That is this Saturday. I don't know what the date is yet, but my brain's fried at the moment from this. So come this Saturday, join us. That's going to be around 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 Pacific time if you are in the United States. I believe it's GMT -5 right now for the New York time. So that'd be about 8 p.m. GMT. So thank you so much for joining. Had a ton of fun with you. I got to let my system reboot here so we can we can make some more videos. And look forward to the next one. Thanks, guys. All right.